Dun, 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 dun.
Guilty
Kilton Balls.
balls.
You did it so fast that time. You're like, Kilton
Well, you
Balls.
pointed. I was like, oh, I need to be prepared.
You were prepared. Well, hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Kilton Balls podcast.
Yes, great to be here. Hope
You,
everyone is awesome.
yeah, you might have noticed, I hope you noticed, that there was not an episode last week. I was in a
We did.
different
Oh, go ahead.
time zone and we just didn't get it to line up. And then sadly, we had like the best special live episode ever. It was amazing. Probably the greatest episode we've ever done. And it was live.
It was pretty amazing.
So good. So good. And when we got back to our computers after our live episode, we realized none of it was captured. So
If you want to know how it went, there was one audience member.
there was an audience member. They also said it was the greatest show ever. So it's very much like the Tenacious D, greatest song in the world.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
shout out Tenacious D. So,
But if people might have noticed, like, oh, how did you guys record in the car together?
we did. We
But
recorded in a car.
I was up there. I did a quick visit, so
And it
it
was like a
was.
car talk episode and it went great. And so be prepared to see more of those, though they might be more of us in two separate cars, not in the same car next to each other. Or like this
Yeah.
one, Kilton spent a good chunk of it in my lap so that it was in the frame well. So we might not do that a lot while we're driving. We heard that wasn't safe. So
That was not safe.
no,
Elon said when Tesla was a number one search engine that to not do that in the car.
not do that in the car. Don't do that. Well,
But
anyway,
yeah, I had an amazing trip up there.
yeah,
So
I was so glad you got to visit. I think it was today or last night. Amy was like, "Oh my gosh, it was so nice having Kilted here." And I was like, "It was nice. We miss you." So, but we'll get
Yep.
to see you again in just a few weeks, right?
Yeah, soon. So I'm super excited about that too.
Okay.
Although we did go disc golfing, so
Mhm.
we disc golf when we're together. I mean, and we try to disc golf when we're not. But I lost my disc, and we wandered through this little field, and it looked like little flowers and stuff, but both of my legs are super itchy and have like little red bumps all over 'em.
Oh, you poor
So
guy.
I don't know what it is, but I've been doing my best not to itch.
You're
I
not
woke up this
used to it
morning.
like you used to.
Mm-mm,
Because I
nope.
walked through everything you walked through.
hmm I was gonna ask if you got anything.
No.
See, because I woke up this morning and I was like, my legs are itchy, and I was like, I wore long pants in the Jeep both ways, so I'm like, it wasn't that. And then I took a shower and I looked and I was like, oh, my legs are all tore up.
I'm just built different.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly,
my little boy says
exactly.
to me all the time. He's like, cause we're built different. Actually, what he'll be
hmm
like is like, we're differently built. And I'm like, it's built
hmm
different, bro. Built different.
hmm That
Which,
you are. That you
speaking
are.
of built different, I just got back from doing a workout with one of my teams and it was 90 up here, and that's hot.
That's hot for you guys.
It was 9. My car said I had meetings today, and it said 100 when I left my meetings. And I was like, I don't like it being 100 degrees here.
Well, I'm sad I left it there.
Yeah.
I got so fun thing if anyone cares.
Post workout
Had
drink, by the way.
There you go. I had my top and my doors off my Jeep both ways. I got quite a bit of rain coming up, and I was fine all the way home. There were some spots where it like would miss the windows, but I didn't start. I just have to put the windshield wiper on real quick. I didn't feel any, and then like 40 miles from home, it just started raining, and it rained all the rest of the way home.
Oh, man. You need interior windshield wipers.
That is the thing. My hand does not work as well as you would think.
No, maybe a squeegee. Maybe you need a squeegee.
That's true. But it was funny because sometimes, like, especially you're driving 70 miles an hour and it's raining, and there's rain like going faster than you, like this way, like going flying. Like, I'm not sure where that rain's coming from, but
It's so
seems weird.
weird. Seems weird. Seems weird.
It was super fun though. It was definitely added to the adventure.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know how you did it. I think I would have had to like pull over and buy a tarp.
Hmm.
N-
I got home. I was home for about an hour, and then I have to sit in the sauna. So I sat in the sauna, and then I took a hot shower. So
And
I
just
warmed my
think,
body up.
you could have been here and just gone outside.
Hmm.
So it's very
Yep.
sauna like.
Yes. I know. It'll be back here soon,
I
so
thought
it'll
about
be good.
going into my barn loft because I was like, I always laugh that I have a sauna during the summer. I should go try to
Hmm.
use it, but I'm like, I'm already hot. So,
Yeah, that'd be
mm,
a nice dry sauna up there.
oh my gosh. It'd be crazy, I think. Crazy.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So, great weekend. We got some visiting in. We got to hang out. We got to see our buddy. If you remember a few episodes, we talked about our buddy getting married and
Hmm.
us reaching out. And so we had a wedding celebration. It was nice.
Yeah,
It was a good time.
it was pretty awesome. It was
Heck yeah.
great to see him and the other friends that we see when we're with him. So yeah, it
Yes, it
was
was
great
so
overall.
good. Which is kind of what our theme has been, like making sure you keep in contact with people and hanging out with them. And
Hmm.
a few of them were like, we're gonna start talking to you guys on Wednesday. And I was like, good. Like stay
Yeah, yeah,
connected.
that'd be
Stay
super
connected.
cool. That'd be super cool. It's funny that you say that because I actually usually when I go up there, I'll go straight to your place, and then I'm like, oh, I need to see all these people, and I end up not. And we just hang. I mean, we'll see Jamie because
Right.
luckily Jamie is part of, and it was great seeing him for sure. But I stopped on the way up, and I saw my buddy in Royal Oak, who I lived with before I moved to Florida, and it was really cool seeing him too. I'm going to see him obviously at the end of the summer, but it was just great to catch up a little bit and hang out and some of his shenanigans, of course.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, and I wonder sometimes, like we just forget to do that,
Hmm.
or like either we just forget, or it's that we're like too pressed for time or something, and so we don't
Yeah.
do
Well,
it.
that's one thing we were talking about. Like, we've both made an effort to continue, that relationship. And
Mm-hmm.
it can be tough. It can be tough when you get older. And actually, I had to get on him because he's like, oh, it's really hard to make friends when you're our age. And I was like, that's a limiting belief. Like, if you believe that, it's going. And he's like, oh, well, people have their things. And the point he was trying to make is that okay, like maybe I get into board games and D&D and disc golf, but you know, Nick was an example, but Nick was an example that I used on my side. He's one of the new dads in Taekwondo, and he likes board games and stuff like that, but he plays more of the BattleTech side as
Oh
opposed to
yeah.
D&D. But we talk a lot, and he's him and his friends. They do like a weekend game getaway, and he's like, "I will let you know when it is and where it is." So,
See,
like,
that's
that's awesome. We
awesome.
haven't hung out. I mean, he grew up in Michigan too. We haven't hung out outside of Taekwondo, but like that's something like, yeah, you just gotta like it's easy. I used to have that same belief, like, oh, when you're older, it's hard, but I'm like, no, it's not. Like, it's easy to meet
Well, I
people, and
used
some of my
to
best friends are people.
tease my wife
Hmm.
because she's always been like, like she'd be like, you have your friends and your friends are my friends, but I don't have any like friends that are mine. And I'm like, people want to be your friend. You don't like reciprocate. She's like, well, it's really hard. And I'm like, it's not like, and like one time I like laughed at her because like this one group of ladies probably invited her to their like house for a party or to go to the bar or whatever, like
Hmm.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they keep inviting you. Like, go and make
Hmm.
friends and like do this. And she's like, yeah, but that's not really my scene. And I'm like, you're not going for the scene.
Hmm.
You're going to like hang out with people that aren't me. So like you get your own group. And she
Yeah.
was like, no.
I think that's super important,
But it
but
was like it was fine. Like
yeah.
I understood what she
Mhm.
was saying. Like she's not ever been in the stage of life where she wants to go drinking all the time and
Yeah, yeah, and
dancing
if
and stuff
those
like that.
friends do things like
And
that, I
that's what
guess
they were
that would
doing,
make
right? They were doing
sense. Yeah.
karaoke at bars and
Oh,
And she
okay.
does have friends, right? Like she has friends and
Mhm.
stuff,
Yeah.
but it's different than like ours, right? Who
Mhm.
are driving across the country to see each other.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's a little bit different.
No,
So
it's I know that I'm super blessed, like, to have a friend like you, to have our other friends that we talk about on here all the time, and that, we've been friends for that long.
yeah.
So, I'm super
Well,
thankful.
and if you think about that group of friends, when people say it's really, really hard, which it it's how you frame your life, right? It could be
Mhm.
really hard. But if you look at that group of friends, they've only they've only been our friends in our adult life post 40.
Mhm.
Like we didn't know them before that. None of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you
So,
did. You knew one.
no, I don't think so.
You think you were 40 when you guys were suite mates at school?
Wait, I'm talking about the group from this weekend.
Yes. Dave.
Yeah, I think he's only
When
been
were you
there,
and Dave neighbors at school?
I think 6 years ago,
Oh, okay. I was thinking it
8
was longer
years,
than that. Okay.
10
So,
years.
yeah, that's
I
super
think he's only
awesome.
been there 10 years, maybe 11.
Okay. So, yeah, that's for sure. No, I
That's
was thinking that you'd known. I mean, it was still, yes, we were much older, but
yeah.
I had thought that you knew him, like, a lot longer before that. I
No,
guess
and
he's a lot younger than us too.
right. Yeah. And we get
Mhm,
along really like, we hang out, we do stuff.
mhm,
So it's a thing. Though, as an interesting side note, and
mhm,
I can't believe this didn't come up before, but it was a really interesting thing. My one daughter is starting to navigate like what the professional world looks like. So she's in her second internship in Pennsylvania
mhm,
with no friends. And like I'm like, just go talk to people, like meet people. And she's
mhm.
like, I don't want to do that. But at work, like people will like talk to her and everything. And I forget somebody like invited her out to lunch or something or to dinner. I don't know. And
Okay.
she's like, yeah, they invited me. They were like, hey, come to lunch, blah, blah. And she's like, and I don't want to. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, tell me you don't want to. And she's like,
Mhm.
but isn't that weird? Like, aren't they going to judge me for not going out to lunch with them? And, she's like really analyzing this. I'm like, no, that's not a thing. And she goes,
Yeah.
getting lunch with people isn't a thing. And I'm like, okay, so you know how close I am with all of my co-workers forever. And she's like, yeah, yeah, for sure. And I'm like, I have never gone to lunch with any of them one on one. That's not a thing. I go, maybe
Mhm.
once, like if we were running to McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, but that's not a thing. Like you go as
Yeah.
groups, like everybody goes as groups.
Mhm.
So it is not weird to say no. I go, and you should never feel weird about saying no. Like if
Yeah.
something doesn't feel like something you want to do, you just say nah. And you
Yeah.
don't need explanations. You don't need to think about it. You don't need to analyze it like you're analyzing. I go, and
Yeah.
if you want to say yes, the same rules apply. You don't think
Mhm.
about why, you don't analyze it. You just say yes and go have lunch. Like, don't make
Yeah.
lunch bigger or smaller than whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I seriously thought for a minute because I was like, it's not weird. And then I'm like, wait a second. Literally, I've never just been like, hey, let's go to lunch. Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
So different with fellow coaches because we're always together.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yep.
so, like, we'll
That's
be
different.
driving home from something and we'll be like, yeah, let's go
Mhm.
do something. That's totally
Yeah.
different. But like with my actual work people, I'm like, that's
Mhm.
not a thing.
Yeah. I was trying to think of that, like, with show people, I mean, I usually just flew solo, but I
Mhm.
got to, you get to know people, and sometimes, like, some of them are more social butterflies, so if you like, certain cities, like, everybody goes out, and I would do that, and there
Yes.
was a couple people, like, especially once I got to know them better, like, we'd just go grab a bite, but,
Yeah. But
that
it's
was
normally
pretty
a
that was
group thing. Like, and that's
yeah,
what I was
yeah,
telling
it's
her. Like,
normally a group,
we'll
I
go
agree.
out as a group for lunch or for drinks or whatever
Mhm.
all the time. That's a very normal thing.
Yes.
I go, but
Yes,
it's
exactly.
really rare that it's like just two of us. Like
Mhm.
it happens, but I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not like a normal like
Mhm.
thing. So
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm like,
It's
don't
funny
feel weird.
because just like in obviously she's younger, so to teach her some of those things to like keep an eye out for ways to
Hmm.
think and just like that's one of like I had laughed about the limiting beliefs. That's one thing. Like if I say if it's especially if it's something that I say a lot, like I've started to stop. Like where did that come from? Like why do I think that? Did I just hear some random person say it? So I was like, oh, that sounds good. So I'm going to say it, especially if it's something that's keeping me from whatever.
Right, right.
Like it might be like, okay, well, this is safe to have for whatever reason, or I have this. It's not fear based, but yeah, it's
Are
something
you
like
thinking
you
about
wanna
soybean oil right now? Because I meant to look that up today and I forgot.
look it up. It's a thing.
But is that your limiting belief? You're like, yep, I've got to limit soybean oil because it's not good. Or are we talking about other limiting beliefs?
No, no, maybe I was eating soybean oil and I was like, "Oh, I have a limiting belief that this is good for me," and it's not.
So it
So
could
I
be
need to eat
limiting
more
either
I
way.
need to eat more healthy oils.
Is
Mhm,
there, I really wonder, honestly, without going to my Google machine, and listeners, you do not have to comment on this,
mhm.
but is there any such thing as a good oil? Like fish oil? People say fish oil is good for you.
Yeah, well, you get the omega-3s in there.
Right. But do you truly need those? Is that like really a thing? Or is that the
I am
fishmonger trying to
unsure.
make it so
Could
that you
be
eat
the
a lot of
fishmonger.
fish?
I think in today's food system, I think anywhere where you can pick up some of those things, it can be beneficial. Whether you're just taking some sort of supplement or whatever, I don't think that most people, including myself, get everything that I need to perform at the top level that I want to perform in my daily meals.
But you probably get enough oil.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I was
Like
gonna
your
say I don't
body,
drink oil, but that's not true. Sometimes I do drink oil.
well,
So,
remember what people forget is to your body, like fats are oils. Like
hmm
they're all oils. Like it
yeah,
doesn't matter. So when you read
hmm
fat on a carton, that's oil too. Like
yeah,
your body doesn't know it's not very good at distinguishing fats and lipids, right? Like,
yeah, like a fat milk from avocado
right. Like,
oil or whatever.
or vegetable oil, right? Like it doesn't
hmm
know the difference between, like it does some of those, but really it's just trying to break it into pieces no matter
Yeah,
what. Like it's shredding
hmm
it down to its, carboxyl groups and all that other crap,
hmm
which we don't need chemistry, biology lessons today. But so then I wonder, like, it's really the quantity you have that's bad. And so, one, is there any really good? And two, do you really need any? Because you're always getting some of those oils and fats in you, unless
yeah,
you're somebody weird who's like keeping all of those out of your diet, weirdos.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I don't know. That's an interesting question. The hard part is any when you see anything, and I'm gonna say it with the soybean oil, that's just a choice that I've decided to make.
sure.
Or when you see it with like, oh, all the seed oils are horrible when they're heated up to a certain temperature and this and that, and stay away from
Yes.
them. Is where is that coming from, and who is paying for that?
Right. That's always
That's
the thing.
with that's with tons of things. Like I read Forks Over Knives. It was super interesting, and it was talking about all the horrible things in all the meat industries and this and that salads are the best. And but if you just try to live on just salads, and we had this conversation just recently without having any sort of protein, like your body needs animal protein,
Our friend
even if it's just a
Carla,
little, and maybe just a little bit.
remember
But
our friend Carla had the
mhm,
worst time, and her
mhm,
friends had the worst time because they were vegetarians and it was great, but it was so hard to get the amount of protein that they needed.
mhm, yeah.
So,
So with anything like that, so
as my
just
wife
kind of,
told me again today, it
oh,
doesn't matter the thing. What matters is moderation.
yes, that is
And
true.
and we were talking about working out. because I saw a buddy today who's been running for like a year straight and he's lost so much weight and he looks so healthy and he took like a week off and stuff. And I'm like, running always makes you thinner. And she goes, not for women. And she goes, they started to say this and then they said this and then they said this and this and this. And she goes, and none of it matters because what matters is, are you doing everything in moderation? She goes, that's what keeps you healthy. So are you lifting weights? Are you running? Are you doing high intensity? Are you doing low intensity? Are you whatever? Are you resting?
Yes.
You have to do all of it in moderation. And that's your secret. It's people want to do all of one thing or all of one thing and they don't moderate it. And that's when they get in trouble.
Like, look at, I did 10 hours of the CrossFit class and I can barely move. And then, which is great, but then you're doing it all the time. And, some things, with anything, some things can be excessive.
You can be excessive. That is for sure. I think that about ultra marathoners. Yeah, I'm talking to you, ultra marathoners. I'm like, that's excessive.
If you read the books that I've read about ultra marathons, you would be tempted too. I've read some great ultra marathon books.
I am
Make it sound really fun
because I'm insane.
Yeah.
But we know I'm crazy. That doesn't change the fact that it's crazy.
The San Diego one sounds pretty amazing.
Well, all of them are amazing.
No, because the San Diego one, like you're running around the city, I guess, or whatever the little loop is, but you run up this hill and then it opens. If you've been to San Diego, haven't you?
No.
So it opens up to the ocean. You see the ocean, so it's part of it, and then you turn the corner and turn back, and then you get to see the ocean again. Although doing a 100-mile loop, whatever, I don't know. I don't know if it's 4 miles. I don't know how big the loop is, but I think that would be a little difficult.
Right? Like it's probably really, really cool the first 2, 3, 4 times. Probably by the time you're on number 15, you're probably not.
But the one in Japan that who is that writer? I can't think of his name right now. But anyways, he wrote a book talking about it. There's one in Japan, but it's just one way. You're just running straight.
What about the Grand Canyon one where you go down, up, turn around, down, and back?
That sounds terrible.
Right? It doesn't matter how beautiful it is. It doesn't matter. It's still awful.
Were we talking about? Oh no, I was talking
about.
Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy. Awful. Don't
did she do that? Did she did that one?
No, she doesn't do those.
So I saw a video. Like some people, they were like all tired, like walking up this hill. It reminded me like the hill going up to Clingman's Stone.
Okay.
Like that little trail. So it was kind of like that. Like everyone was all downtrodden and walking up. And there comes this guy. He's like jump roping up the hill. He's
saw that. He's just jumping rope.
I thought that was amazing.
That is amazing.
That guy
on my screen, it looks like I have like a bald patch here, but I feel hair.
Oh.
Doesn't it look bald?
It's clearly a bald patch.
But there's hair there. So are they see-through hairs? Like I'm pulling it right now.
Must be. See? Oh, yeah. It does look like.
But it looks like. See, look,
yeah, it's definitely skin colored.
I'm like, I don't understand.
You have skin colored hair right there.
I have like a pink patch of hair. As my dad would say, that's the Indian in me.
There you go. That's awesome.
Weird.
But yeah.
Well, friends, we should probably wrap this up. We want to thank you for joining. Sorry that we were gone for a week. We'll make it up to you. Things have been going great, and I think summer's been moving along well, so we should have more good stories for you.
Yeah, great conversation.
Any last things you want to say before we head out?
No, it was I had an awesome weekend. I was sad that we missed recording, but even visiting, which we did try. We, like you said, it was an amazing episode, and one that we may have to try to revisit.
We may have to. I was thinking, it'll be called Empathy. There was a lot about empathy in that episode. So maybe we will one of these days.
And you were talking about Gary Vee, and that's that's a really the topic that we were talking about. The main topic was a really good topic. So maybe we do a special.
Maybe we'll revisit that one. So anyway, people, enjoy your life. We love having you here, and this is Ballbuster signing off.
Kilter Dragon Jerry, love you all.